Baruch Hashem, I just got off of a 2-week stint after an ACL operation, and I'm back here in Cole. I'm so happy that I'm here. I just want to tell you about the past 6 months. It's been really interesting. I've had a number of operations. I was by Rav Israel Auerbach. He said yesterday, like, what's going on? Why does Hashem give you so many tzaras? I said, I give Shem, thanking Hashem when things look bad. I need material. In any event, Baruch Hashem, this operation went well. I want to share with you a story. I don't believe I spoke about this before. That happened to me last operation. I was in Shaarei Tzedek. I had eye surgery. I had a macular hole, if you know what that is. It's a disformation of the macular, and Baruch Hashem was corrected. But there were complications, and I was hospitalized for quite a while. And during my stay, there was one day where I was in a level of tremendous pain. My eye pressure shot up from 6 to 22, which is like a tremendous leap. And I felt like my eyes were coming out of my head. I was probably don't remember in many years feeling such intense pain. In any event, in midst of this great pain, I was just sitting there and tears were flowing down my face because I had so much pain. They couldn't give me pain medicine, and still they spoke to the doctor who was on vacation in the Caribbean. But in the midst of all this, I suddenly see a young man of Arab persuasion being brought into the machlaka, the eye section, and chained up, and they're interrogating this guy, and apparently had some eye problems, and they were trying to cure them for some reason, and they needed to put him in a room with in the hospital. So since my room was more or less empty, in the midst of this pain on a scale from 1 to 10 was 100, with tears coming down my face and a feeling like my head was about to explode, I was challenged with the perspective of having a Hamas terrorist as my roommate. And it really got me thinking. I declined the offer, although I thought maybe that would be interesting, maybe make for interesting conversation with a Hamas terrorist. Like, why do you feel so strongly about killing Jewish people? But I decided not to tread on that ground. But it got me thinking, is that sometimes when Hashem sends a tzaras, He sends them in battalions. They come, like what they say, the expression, when it rains, it pours. And why is that? Why is that? So I will just conclude with the words of the Zohar. The Zohar says, Lifi rov hachoshek rov ha'or. The more darkness there is, the more light that exists. The Zohar explains that when Hashem wants to bring tremendous light, and light is a concept, is a mashal, it's an analogy for spiritual elevation. When Hashem wants to bring a tremendous level, He brings very great darkness. Darkness can come in the form of physical sickness, pain, shalom bayis problems, parnasa, children, many ways it can manifest itself. And He confronts you with this and says, how will you approach this darkness? By accepting it, that's from Hashem, and even saying, Kol ma David Rahman al-Tova of it, everything the merciful one He does is for good, then you're, in essence, pushing the darkness away. And when you push the darkness away, the light, the tremendous or Ein Sof, light comes into your life, and it's filled with it. So that moment when my eyes felt I was popping out of my head, pressure was going from 6 to 22, my whole head felt like it was exploding, and now I'm being offered to have a Hamas terrorist as my roommate, I was thinking, wow, this is a lot of darkness. I haven't had such darkness in at least 4 days. And thank you, Hashem. Kol ma'ad David Rahman al-Tova of it. Because if there's so much darkness, there must be incredible light. So I declined the Hamas terrorist, and Baruch Hashem, they got hold of the doctor in the Caribbeans, and he allowed them to give me pain medicine. And I gave a shiur about accepting difficulties with joy, and Baruch Hashem, the next day I felt fine. So if you're one of those people out there experiencing tremendous pain, difficulty, challenges, strife, whatever it might be, I'm with you, I care about you, and I would like to daven for you 40 days at the Kosel. If you are interested in such a proposition, we mentioned in the last class that the Trying Time campaign is in movement, and for $85 a month over a year, I will daven passionately for any of your needs. Bezrat Hashem, be in touch with me at dytravis613@gmail.com. And Hashem should cure all problems of every Jew. Amen. Kain Tiratzon.